A Buddhist convert in a Hindu era, his reign seemed to mark a transition from the ancient to the medieval period. Hello and welcome to UPSC History View. Today, let's learn about Harshavardhana. Harsha, also spelled Harsa and known as Harshavardhana, was born in 590 CE and he died in 647 CE. Harshavardhana was the ruler of a large empire in northern India from 606 to 647 CE. His reign seemed to mark a transition from the ancient to the medieval period, when decentralized regional empires continually struggled for hegemony. The second son of Prabhakaravardhana, king of Sanvishwara, current-day Thaneswar in the eastern Punjab, Harsha was crowned at age 16 after the assassination of his elder brother Rajyavardhana and an encouraging communication with the statue of the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. Harsha soon made an alliance with King Bhaskaravarman of Kamarupa and warred against King Shashanka of Gauda, his brother's assassin. At first, he did not assume the title of king but merely acted as a regent. After making his position secure, however, Harsha declared himself sovereign ruler of Kanauj in Uttar Pradesh state today and formally transferred his capital to that city. Though never defeating Shashanka, Harsha's large army waged incessant warfare for 6 years, conquering the 5 Indies, thought to be Vallabhi, Magadha, Kashmir, Gujarat and Sindh. His influence extended from Gujarat to Assam, but the area directly under his control probably comprised no more than modern Uttar Pradesh state with parts of Punjab and Rajasthan states. Harsha attempted to conquer the Deccan in 620 but was driven back to the Narmada river by the Chalukya emperor Pulakesin II. Bringing most of the north under his hegemony, Harsha apparently made no attempt at building a centralized empire but ruled according to the traditional pattern, leaving conquered kings on their thrones and contenting himself with tribute and homage. Harsha is known mainly through the works of Bana, whose Harshacharita, that is Deeds of Harsha, describes Harsha's early career, and of the Chinese pilgrim Xuanzang, who became a personal friend of the king, though his opinions are questionable because of his strong Buddhist ties with Harsha. Xuanzang depicts the emperor as a convinced Mahayana Buddhist, though in his earlier part of his reign, Harsha appears to have supported Orthodox Hinduism. He is described as a model ruler, benevolent, energetic, just, and active in the administration and prosperity of his empire. In 641, Harsha sent an invite to the Chinese emperor and established the first diplomatic relations between India and China. He established benevolent institutions for the benefit of travelers, the poor, and the sick throughout his empire. Harsha held quennial assemblies at the confluence of the Ganges and Yamuna rivers at Allahabad, at which he distributed treasures he had accumulated during the previous 4 years. A patron of men of learning, Harsha sponsored the chronicler Bana and the lyric poet Mayura. Himself a poet, Harsha composed 3 Sanskrit works, Nagananda, Ratnavali and Priyadarsika. A period of anarchy, or at least a splintering of his empire, followed Harsha's death, with the later Guptas ruling over a portion of it. Thank you for listening to this discussion on Harshavardhana. For more such discussions, get the UPSC Practice app from the App Store.